So maybe this was just the very back of a building that was built out with wood or rocks or whatever from here. See steps going up there. And then some sort of a indentation up here. How deep is this gonna go back? Oh. What? Oh yeah. I cannot resist that one. Was not expecting to see that. It looks pretty safe actually. Hi there, good afternoon. Down there is the Goreme Open Air Museum. It is a complex of Byzantine Greek Christian churches inside of these fairy chimneys, the rock pillars sticking up out of the ground, natural formations, and then caves were carved into them by humans, and Byzantine Greek Christian monks painted very colorful frescoes inside depicting the life of Jesus and scenes from the Bible. And so you can go inside these churches and see the amazing colorful paintings. It is 150 Turkish lira, that is about $8. Ticket office down there, but I am not inside the pay zone. I am continuing the quest to find this elusive cave that somebody sent me a video of on Instagram. This is my third day trying to find it. I'm not going to get too lost in this. This might end up being a failed mission because there are other things that I want to see today. But I'm trying to follow the instructions again and a few more hints. And I have no idea if I'm closer or farther away than I was before or what, but just going to poke around here for a couple more minutes. It is still really interesting exploring, and then get going and go to the Mazi underground city. There are many underground cities in Cappadocia carved into the bedrock deep underground, many levels, some of them Darankuyu, like 12 levels deep, could hold like 50,000 people inside, tunnels and rooms and shafts, even churches. An entire city completely underground. Mazi is a little bit different apparently. It is about a 35-minute drive away. So let's look around here for a couple more minutes and then get going and see something else. I don't think this is going to be where it is. He didn't make it sound this hard to find. Ay, 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 ay. There's a big old cave right there, but there's no way to get to it. I was standing over there, and it doesn't look the same as the one in the video. This is kind of feeling like maybe the last chance is under here, following that path right there. Let's check it out. So there is a cave inside here, but it doesn't look like it. The other one was totally different from this. And then there's another one above it, it looks like. Oh man, what a crazy quest. Nope, not in this mountain. Okay, time to regroup and get some lunch here. I have some Turkish ravioli, a cheese omelet, yogurt with honey, watermelon juice, and some bread. So, I was just watching the video the guy sent me. I think I might have found it. That might be it right up there. The hole of that cave looks the same as in the video. So after lunch here, we'll go check it out. And boom! Finally found it. Man, was that a mission? Finally on the third day, and it is a large one. This might be the largest room inside of a cave that I have found in Cappadocia that I can think of at the moment. These huge vaulted ceilings. It is not clear what it was. I'm not seeing any crosses or an obvious altar. There are these little sort of alcove or portico things or whatever. But this room was actually much larger. It has filled in with sand because look at this. That must be the top of a door. And so there was a little side room there, which kind of makes sense if it was a church. It seems most likely that it would have been a church. And then it obviously collapsed from there. These boulders fell down, but it was a really big building. And then especially when it was all, filled in, the gaps there, it would have been just this very large, spacious cave, temple, church, whatever. Clearly a very important building, very different from most of the other caves. So that is very satisfying to have finally found it. So let's get out of here and keep exploring. There is so much more to see. Here, another side room. Quite possibly a coffin space there. I think it was probably a church. That's where I was eating lunch, right there. So funny. Uchisar. So there it is again from above. And then there's this little tiny room. Maybe where a monk lived. And a cool view from this one. Looks like this was definitely a tomb. Very small coffin spaces, maybe for children, or who knows, maybe something else. So that is the Rabbit Rock that I was at a few days ago. While I'm accomplishing missions, I thought that I would fulfill another one, or at least try my best too. I was looking for something that I thought was in that rock. I had it confused. I think it was actually this one here. And I didn't recognize it, probably in part because I don't think that there was all this construction, farming, built up wooden stuff and everything when I was here the first time in 2009. And so I overlooked that right here was where I had taken a picture of myself right there. And then I believe that what I'm looking for, yep, there it is. So, lower your expectations a little bit, because it is nothing compared to the incredible frescoes in the open air museum that are fully intact, or more intact than this. But here you go. It is always interesting to come across a beautiful, colorful, religious painting in the middle of nowhere. So look at that. And so it's a little hard to tell, but I think that that is the three magi, the three wise men who bring gifts to Jesus, because one, a bearded man there carrying something, and then on the right, somebody else also carrying something, and then just a part of a face in the middle also carrying something, and there, it looks like a child sitting on somebody's lap. And so that could be Mary and Jesus, although of course the three wise men came when Jesus was just barely born. So I'm not sure about that, but this is obviously a church, and these are Christian paintings. Mostly destroyed, probably intentionally, a lot of it, by the Turkish invaders in 10th century, 11th century, somewhere around there is when they took over Cappadocia. Okay, I should probably get out of here. Merhaba. So this is Mazi. Mazi is one of the underground cities of Cappadocia, in which people went underground and dug out tunnels, rooms, shafts, churches, everything you need to live completely underground because of warfare in the area. I've been to Shiruky before. There's also Kirsch, and then Mazi. So here is a cross-section of what life was like. Looks like washing clothes, maybe? Carrying maybe water, perhaps cooking something there, more cooking. Looks like praying. Animals inside the caves. It was a very, very different kind of a life. One of the cultural highlights of the Cappadocia region is the abundance of subterranean settlements, commonly referred to as underground cities. Because the region had been subjected to frequent raids, these cities were built to provide people with places where they could take temporary shelter during times of danger. And so perhaps there would have been lots of above ground housing, a whole town here. And then when attacked, they could go underground. A few underground cities were large enough to accommodate 30,000 people, while other settlements could more accurately be described as underground villages. Some researchers claim that the underground settlements were connected to each other with tunnels, but no conclusive evidence to support this idea has been found to date. The cities of Shiruky and Kirsch are relatively close by, maybe 10 kilometers-ish, something like that. So that would be a pretty long tunnel system, but that is not confirmed to be the case. All right, let's go down into the underground town. It has already cooled down. So notice a big difference between this one and Shiruky is that I'm the only person in here. Shiruky is probably the most popular one, and it is quite crowded. You can get kind of stuck waiting for people in the tunnels. So I guess this one isn't nearly as extensive, but it's looking to be fairly big. Oh wow. So there is a shaft to the sky. And something for, obviously, maybe grinding grain. Okay, I'm not the only one.
The stone would have been rolled across here.
We're going through another tunnel.
Short one.
So this stone here is for blocking off the tunnel. Basically the deal was that with one stone rolling across the main entrance, then you could completely secure the underground city. Or perhaps there were, more than one entrances to some of them, but they would have stones as well. So Darankuyu is 12 levels deep, which is just mind-boggling. I'm definitely not getting the sense that this one is nearly as extensive. So there's a tunnel here with no light. Just a tiny little room there. But there was another tunnel going down right around the corner here, and it is getting chilly. Okay, how far does this go? Okay, it doesn't go down very steep. This is it. Oh, here's another one. Okay, and that one is a crawler. But it doesn't go to anything, it's just a shaft, it looks like. Perhaps that was a way that people would pass stuff down from above. Okay, so is this sort of just one main level, or is there going to be a whole other area? Okay, going down further, but is this just to another little room? Yeah, looks like it just ends right there. Okay, so this is quite a stone here. It looks like this is the entrance stone for blocking off the tunnel. And then there would be like a door in there. And then it ends, so maybe this was originally a tunnel that goes up and it filled in and they didn't excavate it out yet. Darankuyu, as I said, is like 12 levels deep, but you can't actually go down that deep. The lower levels aren't excavated out, so you can just go only a few down. Okay, here's another stone. As you can see, stone door. Okay, getting a little deeper down.
Some people did. Well, those ones who got lost, it wasn't unusual for them to be walking down because many villagers access to parts of this complex, this labyrinth, from under their houses. They were above the ground, right?
So he was saying that the underground cities would be connected, if not to the other underground cities, at least it would be connected to the surrounding houses of the town above ground, so that people could access it straight from their homes without having to go outside. So, I don't know at this point if I'm doubling back. That looks like what I saw before. So I think that this one is quite a bit smaller than Darankuyu. Okay, now this is going up. Probably that's the way that I came, but I cannot recognize anything. If it was bigger, it would be so easy to get lost. Okay, so I think probably I came up from there. I remember the dark tunnel. So I haven't been this way, I don't think. Although I think this is right around the corner from where I was before. And so we are not even below ground at this point. I guess it's a hill, and so you're underground in the hill, but it isn't deep underground like the other ones. Okay, now have I been down here or not? No, I don't think so. But I'm getting the sense that we have probably seen it. Oh, yeah, I was here before. This is where the guide was talking with the woman. And so this looks like a church to me. The largest room in the town, big arched ceiling, mutfak. Looks like that is the tour of Mazi. So, when you've been to one underground city, you've kind of been to them all. It's the same idea. This is just a miniature version of Darankuyu. Darankuyu is definitely more interesting because it is larger and you go down and down and down more levels. Okay, am I lost? Am I gonna have to use my phone, call emergency? Seriously, where is the exit? I saw it at one point. I have no idea if I've been this way already. Okay. I don't think that I was here before. Another stone. Oh. Stone door. Yeah, so is this the... Okay, we've seen that like 3 times now. All right, I think this is the exit over here. There you go. Mazi underground town, definitely worth a visit. Now into the bright light. So my car is parked right there. Just thought that I would poke around this dusty little town of Mazi. Stop into this market, get something cold to drink. We got dogs in the dumpster. That's a new one. I'm used to cats, but... Hello! Mosque there. Lots of sodas. Let's see if they have a cold juice. Many juice to choose from.
Energy juice mu?
No, energy, natural juice, or maybe yeah, so many choices. This is like Iran or no, milk.
Süt.
Süt.
Evet. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll try a
Where are you from?
America.
America.
Yes. You're from Mazi?
Mazi.
Mazi.
Evet.
Hey, dude. Hello. Hello. Okay, let's see if Soot is just plain old milk. Yes, nice and cold. And some kind of a lemon C+ drink. Okay, let's try to get up there. Looks like this will go there. Hopefully nobody objects. Probably not. More of the carved out caves up there. But are they going to be easily accessible? Either way, get a little bit of a view. Yeah, not looking too accessible there. Steep cliffs, but looks like that was definitely a carved out room there. Maybe possible to access from the other side. We have a territorial dog chained up, it looks like. But pretty cool view of Mazi. Nice little like intersection valley here. Very interesting. 4 valleys coming together. And more caves back in there. Okay. I've got to check out those ones for sure. And over there, okay, there's definitely more to see. Regular town life in Turkey. Not a lot going on. You definitely get the sense that the livelier days are behind you here, that a lot of these buildings are abandoned. So there was the population exchange between Greece and Turkey in the 1920s. They decided to kick out all of the Christian people in Turkey, basically, mostly Greeks, but not all, and send them back to Greece, and Greece did the same and kicked out all of the Muslims and Turks and sent them back here. And so at that time, then a lot of the buildings were abandoned, although some were reoccupied by the new immigrants, but many of them were just left to crumble to the ground. A building that is partially a cave embedded into the cliff and then partially built out from it with rock walls. And many of these caves, or at least some of them, were still occupied into the 20th century. As I showed in a previous video, at Cappadocia, the incredible cliff town, then people were living in the caves there until like the 1960s when there was an earthquake or a landslide, something like that, and finally it was abandoned. But not that long ago, people were still cave men and women. And so there you can see the cave going into the back, and then this extra room added on. I can't quite tell what that's supposed to be. It's just connecting two different buildings. Maybe so that you could walk across to the other one from the top for some reason. And then it's hard to tell what's going on with this, but that certainly looks carved out there. So maybe this was just the very back of a building that was built out with wood or rocks or whatever from here. See steps going up there. And then some sort of a indentation up here. How deep is this going to go back? Oh. What? Oh, yeah. I cannot resist that one. Was not expecting to see that. It looks pretty safe, actually. Made it. And there is a room. Gotta be careful here. But I guess this is it. Just this little room, and then probably also a platform more sticking out over there. So I could go to Cave Macleay, the other underground city. It is not far away, but it is going to be very similar to what you saw here. Bigger area, I think, but not as big as Derinkuyu, which I've been to already. And so I think that I'm just going to head on back to my room and get to work editing. This is the last full day here in Cappadocia. Tomorrow I have a flight in the evening. It is just an hour-long flight to another country, sort of. You'll find out soon. See ya.